Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are down here in Daytona Beach, Florida once again. It is time for Duel 1. We are here in practice. See Jimmy Johnson there. You got Casey Atwood, Ken Schrader in this pack, as well as Kurt Busch, Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane. Looks like Jimmy Johnson maybe think about 3 wide here. Kurt Busch, whoa, Gordon. It's just practice, fellas. Johnson is going to make it 3 wide there. Practice is running out. Looks like everybody out here is going to post a time. Um, Qualifying is right around the corner. I believe for this duel there's going to be 15 cars locked into the Daytona 500. I believe there's 12 drivers looking for about 6 spots, 5 spots on qualifying, and then 1 spot will be for the duel. Everybody did post at least a time. This practice is complete. Go ahead and just finish that up. So qualifying is underway. This is your practice time, just a short little practice.
Drivers, to your cars.
There's the cars getting strapped in, ready for qualifying. We'll pull up a graph here. We'll figure out who needs to qualify their way in and who's already locked in. Alrighty, so unfortunately the limitations of NR, we cannot see the cars on track, but if you see the number with the S next to it, that means the driver is safe, and then if you see a red N, that means the driver is not safe. Um, as these guys are going around the track, the time should be coming into the first lap. We will have to see. There's 2 minutes left to qualify. And there we go. Carl Edwards, Johnson, Sadler. Kurt Busch jumps to the top. The 54 is not safe. The top 5 of the drivers that are not safe will be locked into the 500. And that means 7 drivers are battling for 1 spot. 6 cars go home, I believe is what it is. Um, yeah, so there's 15 drivers on the left side that are locked into the 500. They take the next 5 that will be locked in from qualifying, and then the last and 6th spot will be locked in from the duel, and we will figure out that once qualifying is done. Alrighty, as these final spots come in, final laps come in, looks like Kurt Busch is going to qualify on pole for Duel 1, way ahead of Carl Edwards. That 97 car is fast. Um, some Roush guys in here, but we'll figure out who is in and who is not. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we are finishing up here with happy hour. So, if you see the driver or the number with the red N, that means that they are not safe. If it has a yellow Q next to it, that means they have qualified into the Daytona 500. Alrighty, we are back from Daytona here. We've got the drivers on the left with the red N, that means they are not locked in. The drivers on the right with the yellow Q, that means they are locked in. That is the 7 there of Dave Blaney. We've got the 10 of Jack Sprague. Whoa, 3 wide! That is not where you want to be, making contact there with Terry Labonte. And then just ahead of Jack Sprague, we got Jason Keller in the 14, the 49 of Ken Schrader, the 50 of Todd Bodine, the 66 of David Stremme, and then the 01 of Mike Skinner. Those 7 guys are going to be dueling out to hear the drivers to your cars call. But yeah, that 97 car, remember, he won the pole in the Daytona shootout. Won the pole here, fastest in practice. Yeah, it's a cool night tonight as well. It is very windy. If we can get a shot of the flags. There's a flag off to your right-hand side of your screen. That puppy will be straight out all night long tonight. It is windy, and it is only going to pick up as the night goes on. So we got a couple Roush guys up front, a couple Hendrick guys next. But yeah, and then we will go over who is in and who is out one more time. So, David Stremme in this 66 Peak Fitness racing car. He's going to have to work his way up front, as well as Todd Bodine, Jason Keller, Dave Blaney, Mike Skinner, Jack Sprague as well, I believe. And then, is that it? And then Ken Schrader. So basically, these last 7 cars are going to have to work their way up, and they got 15 laps to do it. And another guy not to look past will be Jeff Gordon in that 24 car. He is going to be tough to beat all night tonight. Remember, he won the Daytona shootout. 17 car was always quick. The Dodges, I mean, we'll have to see how they'd fare in their new Charger. Rookie Carl Edwards is under immense pressure. We'll have to see how tonight's race goes. Let's send it on trackside to get the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines!
There's the command to fire engines. You see the fires come out of the tailpipe there. The drivers and cars are rolling. Let's get your starting lineup for the Daytona, for the first duel down here in Daytona. Row 1 inside Kurt Busch. He's got the pole for the duel. Unfortunately, I cannot set the starting lineup for the 500, so we'll have to re-qualify. But this is just to get into the show. Row 1, inside Kurt Busch. To his outside, rookie Carl Edwards. Row 2, Terry Labonte's back in the 5. He's looking to make a splash there at Hendrick. To his outside, his teammate, Jimmy Johnson, the 2003 champion. Then we got the 4-time champion to the inside row 3. To his outside, the Daytona 500 champion looking to defend his championship at, holy smokes, I can't talk. Ryan Newman, row 3 outside. Row 4 inside, Matt Kenseth. To his outside, Bill Elliott. Row 5, we got Casey Atwood. To his outside, rookie Casey Kane. Next row, we got Jeremy Mayfield. To his inside, Elliott Sadler. Jamie McMurray in his new Charger. To his inside, Kenny Wallace in the new seat there at the 32. We got Sterling Marlin. To his outside, Ward Burton. We got Kyle Petty. To his outside, Ricky Rudd. We got Buckshot Jones. He qualified that 92 car in. To his outside, it will be Steve Park. Then we got Jack Sprague and Ken Schrader will be looking to qualify their way into the 500. Same thing with Blaney, Mike Skinner. We got Jason Keller, Todd Bodine, a couple part-time cars looking to qualify their way in. And rounding out tonight will be David Stremme. As again, as you see in the backfield, the background, that American flag is sticking straight out. It is windy here tonight. It is 55 degrees. It's cold. It is windy and it is cold. The pace car is going to make that left-hand turn. We'll see if handling plays a factor at all. And we are green here from Duel 1. We're not really expecting any kind of strategy, not really any kind of pit stops here. If there's a caution, we may see a pit stop or two. But you can expect this race just to go straight through, just like the shootout. There goes Jeff Gordon looking to the inside of Kurt Busch and Carl Edwards. Atwood and Kenseth looking to follow. Are they 4 wide for third or second right now? They are. Kenseth is looking to make a move to the inside. Is there going to be enough space? Rookie Carl Edwards is going to make the right move, and he's going to lift. Check up. Kurt Busch. Johnson's going to fit it 3 wide. And Carl Edwards is going to lead lap 1. Leading a lap in this race does nothing. All that matters is the finishing result. Elliott Sadler got tight. Bouncing off Jeff Gordon. Terry Labonte on his side. The huge one. After lap 1, the big one strikes. Carl Edwards is destroyed. 4 Hendrick cars are torn up top. Todd Bodine's involved. Mike Skinner. Gene McMurray's in the grass. Jason Keller. Kurt Busch. David Stremme. Looks like the top 4 cars were able to break through Casey Atwood. There goes Jeremy Mayfield to the inside. That took out the entire field. Terry Labonte was on his side. That's going to be a lot of backup cars. Talked about the wind. Elliott Sadler got really tight in the tri-oval. Made it 4 wide. Mayfield will lead him back to the line. We got Bill Elliott destroyed. Kyle Petty, I think, has damage. There's Ricky Rudd. And looking for drivers and teams that are trying to qualify their way in. Here comes Jack Sprague. That car looks fairly untouched. Oh, Mike Skinner's got some rear end damage. But talk about cars trying to qualify their way in. It might be that 10's lucky day. Carl Edwards is destroyed. Kurt Busch, likely a backup car. Jason Keller will not make it. A lot of Hendrick guys, I'm assuming, towed. Oh boy, let's go look at this replay. So yeah, we're going to see Carl Edwards right here. Just a big one down here in Daytona. Terry Labonte, not the way he wanted to make his debut back at Hendrick. A lot of hard hits. Terry Labonte did end up on his side. Did catch the catch fence. So yeah, you're going to see kind of Elliott Sadler there in the middle. Kind of move up. I think Mayfield went to go make a move. And then kind of squeezed Jeff Gordon there. I don't think he really knew. 3-4 wide. Ended up turning them both. There's Terry Labonte into the catch fence. Nearly taking down that caution indicator. Ooh, that 97, the 14, the 54. Hard hits right there. Okay, let's go on board Jack Sprague here and see what he saw. Just a little kiss there to Ward Burton, but that was enough for him to squeak on by. All right, we are back to live here. We got Jeremy Mayfield leading. Second is Matt Kenseth. Casey Atwood third. Sterling Marlin fourth. We got Ricky Rudd there. Ryan Newman. Kenny Wallace there. Steve Park. Jack Sprague. Talked about him sneaking through there. There's Mike Skinner, Casey Kane, Schrader, Blaney, Bodine, Kyle Petty. There's Bill Elliott. Looks like they got some of that damage repaired. Jimmy Johnson, Ward Burton. Did see Terry Labonte. They may have retired that car. A lot of cars torn up and out of this race. Alrighty, we are back here. We've updated our graphic with the 14 of Jason Keller and the 66. I believe that was David Stremme. Those guys are out of the race. We're going to get restarted with just 9 laps to go. For the race to get into the 500, it's currently being led by Jack Sprague in 9th. Not a lot of damage on that 10 car. We got Mike Skinner, damage on the rear. The 49 car of Ken Schrader looks pretty clean. Remember last year he had to race his way in. There's Dave Blaney, Todd Bodine, back to back there. Yeah, and I believe that's it. Yeah, these 3 cars, and we got Mike Skinner and Jack Sprague. Those are your 5 cars trying to race their way in. The highest finisher qualifies their way into the 500. The 92, the 24, the 38, the 54, the 97, and the 5 are all going to have to go to backup cars in the Daytona 500. And this is only Duel 1, folks. As the pace cars make that left-hand turn, we got 3 yellow cars leading us back to green. We are green back from Daytona. 9 laps to go. So we're going to have 3 Dodges that are working together on the inside down there. Atwood's all over the back end of Jeremy Mayfield. Jeremy Mayfield supporting those Dodge Charger colors. That brand new nose, the brand new body. Seems to be working out pretty well. Top 3 are all Dodges, couple Chevrolets, or a couple Fords, and we got a couple Chevrolets. There goes Casey Atwood. Brand new ride for Penske, looking up the inside. So we got a pass back there. Ken Schrader is looking to make his way around Jack Sprague. Top 7 are beginning to pull away. Casey Kane trying to work his way up. There's Ken Schrader. Dave Blaney's not too far behind. As these guys are all tightly packed together. With this win, these cars are evil. They're very unpredictable. I don't know if I want to be this close and forfeit my starting position in the Daytona 500. If you remember last season, Elliott Sadler had a fast car, put it on pole like Kurt Busch for the Duel, got caught up in a wreck, went to the back, and was never seen again. track position of the Daytona 500 is so important. It is very likely that we're not going to get a yellow, and qualifying up front and having the track position is so important. So guys I just mentioned, like, you know, Buckshot Jones, the 92, the 24, the 54, the 97, the 5, those guys are going to have a tough time in Daytona. They are going to be, no matter where they start, they will be starting from the back. But meanwhile, that's next Sunday. Tonight, we got Matt Kenseth going for the lead. He's going to have Mayfield dropping down behind him. Ken Schrader currently leads and is currently in the transfer spot. Got a couple of Chip Ganassi cars up top. Mayfield's down low. McMurray's going to get low on the inside of Marlin. Get used to that yellow and black 17 car up front. That 17 car, it's going to be quick. That team's been working really, really hard in the offseason. They did not like how last season ended with them losing out on the championship. They are going to be working extremely hard to bring that championship home to Roush. But I think it's safe to say everybody is. Next time by will be only 5 laps to go. We got cars lined up on the outside. Dave Blaney in the background is trying to cling on to the back end of Jack Sprague, trying to hold on to this draft. Coming to 5 to go this time by. Atwood's looking high. Does not have any help, though. That might just open up the door for Mayfield. Remember, Mayfield knows a thing or two about restrictor plate racing. Won the Fall Talladega race in 2004. Remember, last year, the Duel 1 went fairly similar. There was an early crash, and I believe it was Kenny Wallace? Or was it Michael Waltrip? One of those two. Made the move with 3 laps to go. There was a crash heading off into turn 3. Made the move, was leading back at the line. But then again, Duel 2, Michael Waltrip made the move on the last lap and was able to win that way. The leader with 4 to go in that duel did not win the race. So where do you want to be in this one? 4 to go. We've already had 1 crash. Are these guys, are they, hey, right there was already a crash. We don't want to go to the back. They've seen how important track position is, right? We're going to get possibly multiple pit stops next week in the 500. We know how important track position is going to be. The pack is going to split up. We're probably not going to get a lot of yellows. What an effort out of Steve Park in this part-time operation from the 1 team. Right, we know they were here testing in preseason Thunder, but a lot of those notes went towards the 15 car, not this car. Steve Park is in this car part-time, and he's looking to make a splash. So he's trying to insert his Chevrolet in between all those Dodges, and it seems to be working up the middle. Steve Park. Ricky Rudd's looking to maybe follow. Park passes 2 Chip Ganassi cars, trying to pass the Penske and get up to the Evernham Dodge. Ricky Rudd is coming with help. Ricky Rudd goes high. I'm not sure if he got tight or if his car went up there. We got a challenge for the lead. Jeremy Mayfield with a huge run. Here comes Atwood with a huge run. This time by will be 2 laps to go. There's a lot of criticism coming out of Penske with this, second chance with Casey Atwood. Remember, he won at Michigan last season. Ended up passing Matt Kenseth with 1 lap to go. Ended up winning. Casey Atwood did not do well in the Roush Busch car. Wrecked a lot of mechanical failures. Some say that 17 Busch car was cursed. Casey Atwood did not find any success with that team. right? Went behind Roush's back. It was a huge story last season. But now he's with them full time, and he's looking for a dual win. Ricky Rudd, remember, he won at Watkins Glen. He's looking for a dual win. Sterling Marlin ran out of gas late in the Southern 500. He's looking for success this season. McMurray's looking for a hole. Marlin, McMurray lets him back in. Matt Kenseth grabs the lead. White flag is out one more time around Daytona. Mayfield and Marlin side by side. Atwood still looking up the inside. Rudd, Park, McMurray trying to draft, trying to help their line forward. Matt Kenseth is loving this side by side. All this side by side action is just allowing him to pull away. If Atwood makes a move here, that pretty much is going to sail Matt Kenseth's fate in his victory lane celebration. Atwood staying true to that dodge, trying to get Mayfield forward. How aggressive does Mayfield go? He dives to the inside. They're going to be side by side. As it stands right now, the other Dodge, Ken Schrader, looks like he's going to transfer, but it's going to be Jeremy Mayfield with the surge up the inside. Mayfield and Dodge Evernham is going to win Duel 1. Kenseth is going to get second. Third is going to go to Atwood. But the most important thing... Never mind! Jack Sprague got Ken Schrader on the last lap. Oh my goodness, how did that happen? This is going into 3 on the last lap. Jack Sprague was nearly a second behind Schrader. Schrader must have lost the front tires. The wind, losing grip. There is damage on the rear of that 49. The handling went away. Sprague and that 10 car was able to go up the inside and pass Ken Schrader, coming back to the line to put Jack Sprague in the transfer position over Ken Schrader. Newman right there in 11th. And then here's this pack back here. They were pretty racy back here. Of all the damaged and all the rest of the damaged cars. But Jeremy Mayfield, congratulations to him and Dodge for picking up that Duel 1 win. So here are your official results from Duel number 1. Mayfield wins over Matt Kenseth, Casey Atwood, Sterling Marlin, Steve Park is your top 5. Jack Sprague, remember he passed Ken Schrader on the last lap for the transfer spot. So it'll be the 66, the 14, the 49, the 01, the 50, I believe, will fail to qualify for the 2005 Daytona 500. The 92, the 24, the 38, the 54, the 97, and the 5 will all have to go to backup cars for the 2005 Daytona 500. So yeah, we'll watch Jeremy Mayfield's race-winning move. Remember, the 10 car qualifies into the Daytona 500. Next time I'll see you will be for Duel 2. Then we will run the truck race Friday night. Saturday morning will be the Busch Series race. Then we will proceed to, I believe it is, the ARCA race will be Saturday night. Remember, ARCA is now under the NASCAR banner. And then Sunday, we will have the Daytona 500, but we will also do qualifying as well. We will re-qualify, re-practice for the 500. But yeah, next time we'll see you will be Duel number 2. Thank you so much for watching this video, and yeah, you have a good day, and we'll see you in Duel 2.